show you the fastest and easiest way to carry out this design and achieve this look without spending an hour on just the art alone. Because who's got time for that? No one. So what are we going to be creating today? Well, only two of the hottest trends in nail art right now merged into one, ombre and flowers. But because we like to level things up a little bit and take things to the next level, our ombre is going to have a slightly unique twist to it, and it's going to be framing the outside of the nail, and then right bang smack in the middle of our nail is going to be three beautiful two-toned 3D flowers. So if you're ready to create some gorgeous nail art with me, you're going to need the following products. So you will need your Nail Nerd gel polish. I've used the shade Disco Diva, but you can use any colour you like. You'll need your cross-link builder gel in white, or any other builder gel that you've got lying around as long as it's white. You'll need a no wipe top coat, your 3D carving gel, your JGM Pro Series oval brush, a silicone cone shaped tool, some isopropyl alcohol, your Nail Nerd base coat, some small crystals, a crystal katana or wax pencil, just something that you can pick the crystals up with, and your LED lamp. We want to start by applying 2 thin coats of gel polish to the entire nail surface and cure that for 1 minute in between each coat and an LED lamp. And we want to keep our application as thin as possible, you guys. We don't want to run into any problems with lifting or peeling or bubbling, you know, or any of those problems that are caused by applying your gel polish too thick. Okay guys, let's start creating our ombre. Using your core application brush, go ahead and pick up a bead of white builder gel. Whether you use a square application or an oval application brush, it's completely up to you, personal preference. I prefer oval, but you might like square. All good, use whichever you want. So make contact with the nail just at the base of the cuticle zone, and we're going to wriggle our brush in circular motions to draw the product off the brush and deposit it onto the nail. Okay, and from there we're going to walk the product down the surface of the nail using side to side motion and pushing and pulling. And in the unlikely event that you run out of gel, don't stress, my love. Just pick up a small bead of gel to see you through to the end and just pick up where you left off. Okay, pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. Walk that gel down the surface of the nail. And once you're done, flip your client's hand over and allow the gel to drop and settle on its own. You get a beautiful finish when you use this technique, and you won't even have to file it at the end as long as you haven't applied too much gel. So the trick is applying just enough that you just get a beautiful finish and you don't have to file. Voila! The gel pulls away from the outside of the nail and you're left with a gorgeous ombre. Flawless. Then cure it for 1 minute, my love. And using the same color that we used for the base of our ombre, go ahead and paint 3 splotches on top of the nail where you're going to sit the flowers. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not really going to see the edges of it. This is just going to look like color shining through the center of the flower. So once that's done, pop that in the lamp, cure it for 1 minute, and then just top coat as you normally would. For our flowers, we're going to use 3D carving gel. So scoop out a small amount and just roll that in between your fingers. The heat from your body and the friction from your fingers makes it really pliable. But please, if you have any allergies or sensitivities whatsoever, please wear gloves. I should wear gloves, but I can't work with gloves. I am all thumbs if I wear gloves. So please do as I say, not as I do. Dipping your tool into isopropyl alcohol is going to prevent the gel from sticking to the silicone tool, okay? So dip it in and then flatten out one side, the inside of the bead, okay? Right in the center of those pink splotches. I'm holding my tool on an angle so that one side of the bead gets flattened, but the other side doesn't. okay? So what that results in is the inside part of the bead, where I've squished it, becomes really transparent. So we start to see that pink coming through, which leaves us with our two tones in the flower, and it's really, really pretty. So once again, press down in the middle with your tool on an angle so that we're flattening the middle, but not the outside. If you're using a tip, make sure it's tucked down properly. So pushing, pushing, pushing. Prevent your gel from sticking to the tool with your isopropyl alcohol. So can you see what I'm doing here? I'm just pushing and spreading the petal out. But always going, starting from the center. One more time. In the middle, press down on an angle until you get that translucent look to the gel, and then just start spreading it out. Now, I do recommend that you cure as you go. It's just safer that way. That way, you're not going to knock them or bump them or, mess them up. So we just do the same thing, rolling 3 little balls, apply them around the perimeter of the splotches. We're using our silicone tool. We dip into our isopropyl alcohol so that our gel doesn't stick to the tool. Coming in the center, press down until it starts to go translucent. Then start spreading it sideways, okay? Right, so once you're happy with the overall look of your flower, you want to pop it into your LED lamp for 30 seconds to cure, okay? And then we're going to come in with our base coat, and we're just going to apply a small droplet of base coat in the center of each flower. That's what we're going to use to adhere our crystals. So using either a wax pencil or a crystal katana, pick up 3 small crystals and just place those in the center of each flower. And then back into your LED lamp for a full cure, this time of 1 minute. Well guys, that's all from me today. I hope you've had fun. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Not only does it help me out heaps, but it will also make sure that you get notified every time I post a new class so that you don't miss out on any of the good stuff. Also, if you love this style of tutorial, check out the Nail Nerd membership club, guys. You get loads of perks for being a member. I'm gonna pop the link in the description below. See you next week.